So guys, I'm going to teach you guys how to make this outfit you'll be seeing somewhere on the screen. Let's not talk too much, let's dive in. So we need fabric of choice. You'll be needing 2 yards or 2 and 10 inches, as the case may be. You need your tape, measure, and some pins and chalk with scissors. So for your fabric, mine is 2 yards and 5 inches. You can use 2 yards for yours to get this exact style here. So you can either decide to fold this way, or like me, I like to fold mine this way. So when you fold this way, it's this long, right? So the next thing you want to do is to fold a second time, like this, from the middle. You fold it. So this is what you want it to look like you are trying to like draft a 360-degree flare. So this is what you want it to look like. Then make sure it's equal at the edge. Make sure it's equal like this. Then the next thing you want to do is to spread it on your table or wherever you cut. For me, I'll be using the ground. So let's do this. Before I forget, make sure this part, you can see this part. This is our shelf edge, and we have 2 shelf edge here. Make sure this one that has 2 shelf edge is facing you. So we're going to spread it on the table or on the floor like this. Don't forget, this part, this double part is facing you. Then this other one is facing the left side upwards. So I will link the measurements I use in the caption. The next thing you want to do is to take your tape measure and your chalk. So you measure a neck depth facing you. You measure a neck depth. Please come closer so you see what I'm doing. So you measure a neck depth of 5 inches or 5.5. For me, I like to use 5.5. Right? Then from this point, you measure your shoulder to your elbow plus 1 inch. For my client is 14 plus 1 inch is going to give me 15. Now you measure the round circumference of the elbow. For my client is 14. 14 divided by 2, it gives me 7. So I come down by 7 inches from the next point, right? Then you can notice in the picture that we still have like free space to stitch on, which can either be 7 inches or 6 inches or 8 inches. For me, I'm just going to use, we have 10 inches here, I'm just going to use 9 inches as total, which gives me 1 inch stitching allowance, then 8 inches to complete the rest. Now we'll come to the top of the fabric. The top of the fabric is going to be our blouse length. If you notice in that picture, we have eye low, right? So for the front, we're going to aim to do about, say, 21 inches, right? 21 or 22 inches, as the case may be, depending on your client's height. Use your client's regular blouse length. Then for the eye low, we want the back to be like 5 inches longer, right? Or 4 inches. So you come here and mark 4 or 5 inches, right? Then you put a stitching allowance of 1 inch. 1 inch. And that is what we have here. So the next thing you want to do is to connect like a circle. For me, because it's not really like a circle. You notice in the picture, here's kind of straight. So I like to go a bit straight here. Just go straight. You can do everything curved, don't do everything straight. You don't really have to use my method here. Then you eyeball your curve like this. Just go like this. And just, you know, that's what I do. You think what I'm doing here. So you just do that. So I just cut out what we marked. Then from here to here in my own is 28. I didn't measure this off cam, it's 28. So what we do next is to mark 3 inches from this top line. We're going to mark 3 inches. Just mark 3 inches like this. You know, mark it till you get down. Connect with your straight ruler or your end or whatever you use to connect. So you want to mark 3 inches and connect. You want to repeat the same thing for the back. Repeat the same thing, turn the back, and repeat the same thing. The 3 inches from the top line, mark it. So I've marked 3 inches at the other side. Now what you want to do is you want to mark the middle of this fabric. Please don't forget to do this. Mark the middle like I just did. Then you open up the fabric. You open up and bring. You have to really. If you must do eye low, do it like this. You open up, and this fabric, this becomes your new upper part now. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but this becomes your new upper part. Can you see that? So you pick this place and you notch using your scissors. You notch here slightly. You also pick this edge and you notch slightly. Then you join these 2 edges together. Can you see? Put them together. Remember that middle I said don't forget to mark. This is now our middle, right? You can see that my own middle too is still joining where it's supposed to be. So you straighten up your fabric like I'm doing. Then you pick the middle and you notch. You notch the middle. So the next thing you want to do is to open up this fabric from this place. Open it up. Okay, so guys, I have opened up mine. Can you see? I've opened it up like I told you guys to do. So what you want to do next from this point is to determine where your belt is going to be staying. So you will know regularly, most people's true waist, shoulder to waist point is about 17, 16. So for my client, I'm going to be going from this tip. I'll go from this tip to 17 inches. I'm going to do 17 inches, right? Or 18, as the case may be. Let's do 18 inches, since we're going to stitch this upper part by half inch on both sides, which will make it original, which will come back to 17 inches. Then you take a bust span measurement, which is nipple to nipple. The bust span measurement is 8 inches. Do not divide it by 2. You take 8 inches from this point inwards. You take your 8 inches, right? Don't forget to measure 18 inches like I did. You rule a straight line, so you get the accurate line. You rule a straight line. Now, if your client does not have big stomach, you leave it exactly at this 8 inches, which is their bust span. But if your client has a little bit of stomach, an extra stomach, turn it with them, like me, you can add extra 1 inch or 2 inches. It depends. You have to really one to calculate accurately how you do that. So this is where your pins come in. When you've done that, you take your pin and you mark it. You hold this place together like this. Make sure it is pinning to the back like this. Then you take another one and put it in this middle. You know how they taught us how to do that? So that's exactly what you want to do. Then you turn to the back. So this point, you hold it and mark it. So this point now that we've marked is where we're going to fix our rope. You can make your rope, the rope that will be tied inside. You make it either 1 inch wide or 2 inch. Then you sew it on this point inside. Only on the front part. Only on the front. The low part, only on the front. You sew it at this one side. Then you flip to the other side that will match, and you sew the second rope here. That way you have 2 ropes that will serve as belts. If you would like to watch the sewing tutorial, the sewing part of this video, just let me know. Thank you.